Okay,
Okay,
what's
what's
going
going
on,
on,
everybody?
everybody?
Welcome
Welcome
back
back
to
to
a
a
new
new
charting
charting
session.
session.
New
New
week,
week,
new
new
things
things
going
going
on.
on.
Uh,
Uh,
so
so
let's
let's
just get
just get
started.
started.
All right.
All right.
So
So
coin
coin
is
is
another
another
one that
one
I'm
that I'm
watching.
watching.
We
We
did
did
have
have
a.
a.
It's a
It's a
company
company
that
that
just
just
recently
recently
IPO'd.
IPO'd.
Um,
Um,
a
a
lot of
lot of
weakish.
weakish.
So
So
how
how
people are
people are
currently
currently
feeling
feeling
about this
about this
stock
stock
is
is
they're
they're
feeling
feeling
very
very
bearish.
bearish at it.
They
They
feel
they
like they're
feel like they're
overpaying
overpaying
for the
for the
stock,
stock
and the
and the
fundamentals
fundamentals
just don't
just
make
don't make
sense for
sense
them
for
just
them
right
just
now.
right now.
Currently, what
Currently,
it
what it
did
did
is
is
buyers picked
buyers
it
picked
back
it
up
back
right
up
around
right
this
around this
282
282
level,
level,
pushed it back up to 312, and created an
created
H, and is now currently making new lows.
lows
And you could see some commitment backed by that because you could see the volume.
value.
So what I'll
What
be
I'll be
watching
watching
is
is
a play
a play
below that.
below that.
Let me switch this chart out to here. Boom, boom. Okay. Another thing is SPY. SPY, what's happening here is we do have, let me remove this. Let me see if this trend signifies a lot more. Probably. Okay.
Okay.
So every time the stock gets around the yellow trend line, buyers tend to pick it back up. Where is the chat? Okay. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type it up in the chat.
So when buyers keep buying it up over here at the yellow trend line, you could likely see that buyers will step up right around 410. What I also see is every time it pushes away from the trend line, it usually comes back and retests. So we had an aggressive push away from the trend line, started ranging. Now we're getting that weakish momentum. We could probably see SPY retesting 410 before another move higher. So Tesla is something else that I wanted to kind of chart. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, awesome. So what I usually like doing is boom, boom. This one I'm going to change to purple. Purple. So we have massive indecision on the weekly chart for Tesla. This means a lot because each candle is 1 week worth of information. So we've been basically in indecision since around January 18th. Now, this is where we start to hop in and draw our levels. So let me take a look here. Let me see if I can do something here. Oh, no, it doesn't work. Okay, so there is a strong, let me see, let me take a look. Okay, so there's a strong weekly level at 710 for Tesla. So that's what I'm gonna keep it at. Let me see if there's any daily levels that I would really kind of pay attention to. I mean, we do have a daily level right around here, 790s. We'll probably put it at 800. right around 659. We also have a strong daily level. As you guys could see, let me try to do it like that. Boom. So as you guys see, the candles, every time they get around this area, they got rejected, squeezed. This candle, what it tells you is it tried to push down, but buyers picked it back up. It struggled around this level a lot. And when it came over here, this level held a lot. So this is what we're watching. This is Tesla's chart. I would just keep it at that. I mean, the more levels you add, the more you just going to confuse yourself. Any 4-hour levels here, I wouldn't even trust it. I would just keep it a nice, simple chart. You understand the direction of the stock, what levels you should really trade, and it gets you those better high probability trades. Amazon, guys. Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to clear the chart, clear the alerts, and boom. So something I'm going to do for Amazon, I don't think I'm going to be touching Amazon a lot. Right here, boom. If you guys see that, it's stuck in that range, right? If it's stuck in a range, the only option that you do have is actually selling the premium. I wouldn't do that personally. You could take your chances, but I wouldn't touch this stock until it does break out of the range. That would be the best probability play here. There we go. So you see how I have a simple chart on VM? This is what I usually go after. You're understanding the overall trend, right? And you're understanding a micro trend where buyers are kind of stepping up. So you see how it kind of curled back up and we're getting a lot of bottom wicks here. That's suggesting, one, it's showing you a lot of indecision because there's a lot of top wicks too. And one is showing you that there's a lot of buyers there right around the 305 level. So the break below that continues the channel, right? Because we were sitting on top of the channel. So that creates more selling pressure. So we'll probably see the bottom of this channel soon. So Roku, okay. This is the only level that I'll be watching. This is the only high probability play I'll be watching. So Roku is, boom. Let me set this up real quick. Boom. This is drawn on the weekly. Don't forget that, guys. Weekly levels have different meanings. So boom, boom. Actually, let me just draw a level. It'll be so much easier. Let me get down to the daily time frame. Boom. Oh, did I save that as default? Oh, man. All right. So now that you guys see what I'm talking about, we're kind of creating an H here, right? It's still going to continue the wedge. It could probably come around to the 290s, right? Bounce a little bit up until we get the decision made with some volume. That shows us commitment by other traders for the play. That's all I need to understand the best play. You don't have to draw too many lines. You don't have to do anything. Neo. Okay, let me see. Let me take a look. Okay, so Neo is still kind of in indecision. Wait till we see some volume. and we'll take our play from there. But when you're scalping intraday, I usually just focus on pre-market highs and higher day breaks. That's it. But when it comes to day trading, this is where it matters because you're holding for a bigger move. So these bigger moves, you can identify them on the bigger time frames. Oh, wow. Apple too. Apple is still stuck in that indecision, right? But this is how you could play it. We do have 4-hour levels, right? It's holding that 127 level. If it does break below, you know that we're likely going to see maybe 122, 123 before we see the bounce. Then when it gets around that trend line, depending on what price action says around that time, you could probably either buy even more shares or calls, and you could swing that until it hits the top of 138. It's all a patience game. See, it sells off, picks back up, sells back off, picks back up, sells back off, picks back up. Repetition. This is how you guys gotta start recognizing how the stock moves, when it's the best time to buy. Okay, NVIDIA. Let me just clear this chart. Let me take a look what's happening here. Oof, NVIDIA's chart is not looking too good. Boom. Boom. Okay. So now that gives me an understanding of what I'm looking at. I mean, the way I would trade this is it currently tried to break out, but people weren't willing to pay that much for NVIDIA. So it's currently selling off, and we could probably see this come back to the bottom of the range, maybe the 500s, because it's the psychological level. The way I would trade this is below its lows. So if it's following a specific channel, just stick to that channel. Boom, boom, right? Now we get a better understanding of where the stock is heading. Now, when it reaches the top of the range and it gives you price action confirmation that it's gonna head back down, enter puts. If not, look at the overall picture, right? This is a bull flag at the end of the day on the bigger time frames. And if it does break out, this is where you would kind of enter for a swing trade for calls. Is somebody saying something? I apologize. You guys could hear me, right? Okay. We got a little bit of an echo. Perfect. For these day trades, how far are you choosing to strike when it breaks out? Yes. I try to give myself at least a month. When I'm swing trading, at least a month, that will be more than enough time. But usually, it just depends on what type of news is coming out and what your expectations are for those news. And relatively how fast is the price action before that showcase. Like, for example, if I'm watching Amazon, right, and I see Amazon heading to 3,600 easy, right, I know every day the stock could easily move $78 right here. That's the average ATR. This tells me how volatile the stock is every single day. So I could easily expect a $50 to $60 move every day. Now, if you're trading something like AMD, where it only moves $3 a day and price action has only moved up $1 every day, you could expect it to take longer to maybe reach $130. All right. Next thing that we're going to be watching is Facebook. So Facebook made a nice rally, right? We understand that the next place buyers will step up. It's right around this level, right? Currently, it was in this wedge formation, and we did end up breaking below, right? Uh, this is where you would kind of set a level here. This is where you kind of set a level here. There we go. And you would trade it below this for a target of 304, because that's where the weekly level is. Now, if we go on the weekly time frame and we take a look, right, it really got rejected right around 305, right? Back in August. No, yeah, back in August, we were in indecision for a very, very, very long time, and we finally broke out. Then when it got to that level of 305, you see how the candles kind of struggled in this area till we broke out. So we know that now the script has flipped, and we have a lot of buyers there. So when we hop into the smaller time frame and it's creating an H, right? We could expect the directional move from 313 all the way down to 305. Does this make sense to everybody? Say yes in the chat. Awesome. Glad to see everybody's understanding. SQ. So let's take a look at SQ. Right now, this trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. If we do break, all right, guys, if we have a weekly level at 242 and we have a level at 200, the current price is at 231, right? 231, 232. Depending on the next daily candle, right? Depending on what that does. What two options do we have to trade here? What would be your game plan? Please type it up in the chat. Or just hop on voice. I'm here, guys. I gave you guys access to the microphone.
Well, if it closes below the trend line, it'll look bearish.
Oh, wait. Hold on. No, I didn't even know the whole time I was connected to my oh man.
Hello? Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. The whole time my laptop was connected to my AirPods. So now, what were you saying? I apologize.
Well, to answer your question, if the next daily closes under that trend line, it could look bearish down to the next level of support resistance. If it stays above that trend line, that could be a bullish reversal there.
Okay, and when would you trade it above? Like, what level would you trade it above for calls?
Probably 240.
I would say 242 just to be on the safe side, but you're getting the gist of it because this is where buyers are usually stepping up, and the 242 level is where all these sellers are sitting. So now at the end of this, somebody's going to have to make a decision because there's a lot of indecision there. So I would trade it above 242 and I would trade it below recent lows. Basically the break of the trend. So you guys, Ryan, you did good, man.
Thanks.
CCL, Disney. Okay. Disney is another one that I like. All right. We're just not getting enough volume yet. Let me see here. So Disney, it's stuck in indecision, not really much going on. But if we do, excuse me, if we do break down below 180, which is one, a psychological level, another one is we identified that there's a lot of buyers there. We could probably see a directional play all the way towards, I would say, possibly 165. And we do have a gap fill from 160 to 155. Whenever that does happen, keep your eyes over there. Just set your alerts and let it go. But yeah, I would definitely possibly scalp it below 180. The reason is because the previous price action in this range shows that there's a lot of wars going on, and that's not my favorite. I'm looking or I'm anticipating for directional moves for day trades. BA has been dumping. So BA, can someone explain what I'm going to say here?
I don't trade BA often, but it looks like it could be at a range here.
Okay, what else do you see?
That it fell below that weekly level of 233, so that could be bearish.
Okay, and now where do you expect your target?
Well, it's kind of close to that 225, but the next one would be 213.
213. Yeah.
210.
Yeah, by the time it gets there, probably 213, 210, 211. So right by the trend line. So Ryan and Brad, you guys got it. Awesome job. Now, this is what I see happening, right? We're probably gonna get something like this, and this always happens, is we'll probably dump towards the trend line, bounce back up towards 233, boom, 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 until we get some significant type of news. That's where we're either break out or break below. And since you see this happening and it's breaking down below, right? You could see this heading towards the trend line. That's why I'm saying you could see these high probability plays. Okay, awesome.
That makes sense.
Baidu. Okay, easy play. I'm gonna clear my chart, right? I'm gonna ask you guys. All I need on this chart is one level. Where would you place that level?
Can you say it again? Sorry.
Okay. All I need on this chart is one level. What level is that?
Like 190, 185.
190. No, it's not 190. $195.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it wouldn't be 195.
Not 195.
It wouldn't be either 190 either, Ryan or Ray, my bad. So what I would personally do is, because over here, if you guys take a look, it's kind of forming an H formation, right? And buyers aggressively stepped up right around 174. You guys see that? This daily candle was pushed all the, it opened at 190. Sellers brought it down all the way to 174, but managed to pick it all the way back up to 208 before the day could close. So that's already identifying that there's a lot of buyers in this area. Boom. In this area, we have a lot of buyers. So we're going to wait to see the break below 174 for that high probability trade for puts. It's mostly a patience game. You guys, as you guys progress in your trading career, you guys are going to realize that the less you trade, the more that you make. All right. I went over Apple, AMD. AMD, look, same pattern, stuck in between two weekly levels. Every time it gets around 74, with price action confirmation, pick it up, get some calls, swing it towards 88, vice versa. Every time it gets around 88, sell it. This is a big enough range compared to Amazon. Amazon, you have to tie up a lot of capital. The spreads aren't the best, and what you call it, that range is definitely gonna hurt unless you have like a big account. All right, Baba. Okay, I'm gonna clear this chart on Baba. I want to show you guys something. So what pattern do you guys see here?
Looks like it's consolidating into a wedge.
Beautiful. What a beautiful. That's exactly what I was looking for. And guess what I'm going to trade. I'm not even going to add any levels to this play. I'm just going to trade the moment it does decide to break down or break above. And that's the one good trade that I really need. Yeah, you could add weekly levels and like you could do that, but understand the direction of the stock that you're actually trading. What else we got? We got Facebook, GS, Mara, MFT, Pins, Piton, Snap. These are all stocks that don't really look that interesting to me. So, guys, thank you for hopping on the webinar. I did go over stocks that I'm interested in for tomorrow's trading session or this week's trading session. I hope I helped you guys kind of with understanding how to actually pick these high probability plays, how to set these levels, what to look for. And if you guys had any questions, please leave it in the chat. I will get to it within the next hour. And yeah, guys, thank you for hopping on, and I'll see you guys in the next webinar. Peace out, everybody.
Thanks, Tariq.
Later.